Good afternoon, everybody. It's Stephen Paul here on this sort of wacky, for some reason, Monday for your daily brief of Microsoft goodness and badness.
Mondays aren't supposed to be this giddy.
They aren't. No, they truly aren't. They truly aren't. We're supposed to be serious, so let's be fair and do serious stuff. Can we do that?
We have serious stuff to do?
Well, it depends on whether or not you consider a headline like Microsoft acquires Kinesta's 3D tech patents as being serious.
Well, it is and it isn't. I mean,
it's boring.
Well, you can see the Xbox behind me, so they know what's happening today. And this kind of ties in with that. I mean, Xbox Kinect, the sensor is very much based on detecting what's going on in a 3D environment and being able to, measure depth and distance. Yes, you're actually using a glass today, as opposed to drinking out of the bottle. And I see you invested in a hairbrush too. Well done. But when it comes to that sort of stuff,
what stuff?
Having hardware and software that detects what's going on in the 3D environment, well, that is Kinesta's bread and butter. They specifically develop chips that, allow for field of depth and...
Salt and vinegar or plain?
Oh, dear God. What is in that glass, Hudson? It's Monday.
It's cream soda.
Just for a point of interest, right? It's 7 minutes to 2 or 7 minutes to 3 in Canada, and he's trying to get us all to believe that that's just soda in that glass. Anyway, back to the story that I'm trying to get out, which is that basically Kinesta builds chips, and they have done for years, that specialize in basically the 3D detection of your environment. And this could have a lot of beneficial applications for Microsoft, not least of which is putting them into Kinect, so that they wouldn't have to do so much in software. Hudson, I don't know what you're drinking, but you better post me a bottle.
Oh, okay. No, that is kind of cool, because
not anymore. It's not.
That ties in with a number of purchases that they've made in that area lately. So yeah, we're going to probably see a lot of goodness coming to software, via Kinect, like we've been saying for how long now?
Yeah, well, it's also got to do with Windows 8. Windows 8 is supposed to have facial recognition technology in it, which means that they'll need a depth of field module in order to do that. So this could be built in at a hardware level, especially as we've discussed on the weekend shows, that Microsoft is going to start dictating the hardware that is available on Windows machines the same way as they're doing with Windows Phone 7. So this is all very interesting, very long-term, but very interesting.
Yeah, I had an interesting rebuttal in IM from Art about your whole position on the hardware, and mine too. So I'll talk to you about that later, because you might find it interesting. I can probably do a post about it. But anyway, next up we have pent-up demand means Windows Phone 7 orders exceeding expectations, which means handsets sold out. Handsets that they don't have yet.
Okay. I'm slightly worried. I look at the show notes and I see that exceeding expectations is in air quotes. I don't know if that's because they're quoting it or because they're trying to be sarcastic.
I don't know.
But this report is coming out from... well, you picked it up off WM Power User. But it's actually originally from ntv.de, which is a German publication, and they are reporting that O2 have sold out of the HTC HD7s, which basically means it's Windows Phone 7 phones. And so far, the carrier is talking about 80,000 handsets are waiting shipment because they've already been ordered. Good news for Windows Phone 7. We talked at launch about the mixed reports where we had seen reports that had like epic crowds waiting for it, and then we had seen reports where there was nobody there at all. but I think that was more showboating than anything else. And this has to be good. I mean, if you consider that Microsoft is supposed to be putting all of its employees on Windows Phone 7, we have 80,000 of the HTC HD7. That's just one handset type on its own, sold out in Germany. We have, all the other sales that are going on. You've got places like New York switching all of their public service employees over to Windows Phone 7. And there's no way on earth you can't tell me that they already haven't shipped.
Yeah.
God knows how many units. So this is just all good news.
Now let's calm down, everybody, because this is where Paul gets to shine and show his remote control and his big screen TV and let you know all about the new Xbox Live.
There's nothing to let you know about. No, seriously, folks. The latest update for the operating system that actually runs inside your Xbox came out today. It's the fall update, and for some of you may not have it yet, and others are waiting to get it. Quick tip for you: if you don't have it yet, turning your console on and off is not going to do you any good whatsoever, because these aren't being sent out by geolocation. They're basically being sent. The update is available randomly. Now, I got it about 15 minutes before we started the show. But for any of you who have seen the preview videos on YouTube, you'll see that, well, it's exactly, hang on, let me zoom in the camera here. You'll see that it's pretty much exactly like what we have seen in the preview videos. The dashboard has changed, so you're no longer looking at 6 blocks when you're scrolling around. You're really only seeing 2 complete ones. And that didn't matter, because in the old Xbox layout, those blocks used to change, used to get smaller as you go along, so you couldn't read them anyway. So it's basically just more of the same, but looking very much prettier than it was. Now, some of the big things that we are seeing, however, is things like ESPN. Now, this should be good if it works. Here we go. It didn't get it to work a few minutes ago because so many people are logging on and trying to use it at the moment that, first day, etc. It's hard to get in there. But as you can see, this is the layout for the ESPN, where you can come in and get all your sports. Of course, you'll have to be an Xbox Live member in order to get access to this stuff. But there's no point in having an Xbox if you're not an Xbox Live member and ready to enjoy all this stuff. So, as you can see, it's fast, it's snappy, and, this is while I'm still using the downstream and the upstream to record and talk to Stephen. There's updates in there as well to Netflix and all the other bits and pieces, but basically from a functionality point of view, not much has changed except for it being a very pretty overhaul, and now you've got ESPN and Netflix. And of course, they are pimping, and I mean seriously pimping, Xbox Connect everywhere in there, from pimping you to try to get you to buy it, to, giving you demonstrations as to what you could do for people who actually have it, and telling you how you can control your Netflix.
Are you getting a Connect?
I would like to get one once I have the cash available.
Okay.
I don't see the point in not getting one.
Yeah, true enough. That's the only way I end up buying is probably because I don't even have an Xbox. I don't even have a console. But
you should get the bundle. You should get a bundle.
What I'm probably going to end up doing, but that'll be a little while yet. The other, okay, this one here has got me really, really both confused and fecked off. Okay.
Talk garbage.
Yeah, well, I'm practicing. I figured it's only polite. We have one site, WinRumors, saying Internet Explorer 8 and 9 usage up in October as IE6 continues to decline. And we switch over to Ars Technica, and we have Windows XP falls under 60%. IE8 loses share for the first time.
Yeah, this is This
What
is
the hell?
confusing me because both sites are basing their statistics from statistics that were released by Net Applications. And Net Applications is another one of these sites that issues monthly browser share reports that, just like every other site that issues monthly browser share reports, never seem to agree with each other. But what makes this story interesting is the fact that here you've got two sites quoting the one source, and in one case, IE8 has gone up, and in the other case,
the IE8 has gone down.
And I went to Net Applications to try and actually see if I could see what last month's browser share was there. Go back and look over the past quarter or the past year, but it wanted me to register, and quite frankly, I don't need more junk turning up my email box.
No.
So, but what everybody has agreed on is that IE9 usage is definitely up. It now has a piece of the browser share all to itself. IE7 and IE6 usage is on its way down, which even Microsoft says is good, and of course we all think is good. And also very interesting, Windows XP for the first time is down below 60% on the operating system market, which is not surprising considering the meteoric sales of Windows 7.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing to see. I think with that, we're at the end of the day, so you can go back to playing with your Xbox.
I cannot go back to playing with my Xbox. I still have a lot of code to do. I have to get the new version of our humor site, dailyshite.com, out the door. So, I'll be inside Dreamweaver today, most of the day.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, on that note, folks, while Paul retires to Dreamweaver, this has been...
And you retire back to your bottle.
Cream soda. This has been Paul and Steve from WinExtra bringing you your daily brief for today. Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one, folks. And don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the like button.
Yes, like us. We like that. Take care, everyone.